Seeing that it's 7:05, this meeting is recorded by Area 58, and we'll start the meeting. The first agenda on the meeting is Hilda Lane, and it's 24-3. Tina, would you like to read the
Once I get
petition?
to it. Am I just reading the public hearing one? Is that what we're reading? Halifax Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing. This is extended from last month, Monday, November 9th at 7 p.m. in the Board of Selectmen's meeting room at Halifax Town Hall, 499 Plymouth Street, Halifax, Mass. On the application submitted by Bracken Engineering on behalf of Scott Burgess to create a common driveway to serve 2 lots said to be located at 8 Hilda Lane, Halifax. As shown on Assessor's Map 120, parcel 1T0, lots 2T and 4T. Property is zoned agricultural residential. The Board of Appeals will consider variances and/or special permits from the following sections of the zoning bylaws and any additional zoning relief if the board deems necessary. 167-10L, no common driveways are allowed unless otherwise provided within this chapter.
Who is here to speak to this application?
Yes, good evening. My name is Don Bracken. I'm an engineer and surveyor with Bracken Engineering, representing the applicant, Scott Burgess, who is also here tonight.
You want to tell us what you want to do?
I'd be happy to go over it. I think right off the bat, what I'd like to say is that at the end of this, we'd like to continue it. Hopefully, the 5th member will be able to review the meeting and participate at the next meeting. But we would like to save time and keep pushing this thing forward.
It's up to you. If you want to continue it till next meeting, then you need a for and a affirmative to pass it, and if one of us here declines it, then it's not a go.
Yeah, that's why we would like to continue it, but we would like to present it, assuming the 5th member will watch the meeting and be able to participate next time. Okay. A lot of issues were brought up that we'll give them some homework to work on after the last meeting. Just going to hand this out. I know, Mr. Desarelli, you weren't here at the last meeting, so I'll sort of recap.
I'm very well aware of it.
Okay, great.
Put them on right here,
Okay, so one of the things that the board asked us to do was consult with the fire department and ask him to review the plans and offer any comments, which we did. The first page in that handout is email correspondence from him. An engineer in my office submitted a plan to him, the plan that we submitted to you, but also supplemented that plan after consulting with him on the fire apparatus that would be required in this area, just to demonstrate that the fire truck could enter the driveway, maneuver the driveway, and have a place to turn around at the end. So we would be changing the plan to add this turnout. That wasn't on the first plan that we submitted, so that would be supplemental information. He also requested that we make the driveway 20 feet wide, as it's proposed right now. It was 16 feet wide. The applicant is amenable to that, so we would change the plan that's presented in front of you to increase that to 20 feet. And the last thing he requested is that we provide a hydrant about halfway up the driveway, which we've also agreed to, and will be on the revised plan for the next meeting. We also took a look at this portion of the lot. It has a section of upland here, whether or not we could put a house there. We have a 50-foot setback from this property line and 30 feet from the sidelines. And where the wetland is located, there isn't an area that would comply with the septic requirements of a 100-foot setback. Regardless of the septic, the house would be almost on top of the wetland area. So,
Getting back to the fire chief, where you have the turnaround for the fire apparatus, is that enough space for the trucks to turn around? And
yes, yeah. We'll demonstrate on the next plan that we submit that it shows that. We'll also have to increase the easement area. We have a 25-foot easement to contain the driveway. We'll also create an easement area over here to make sure that always stays open and maintained.
Any member of the board have any questions?
So why would the crossing, you chose it in that area because of the least amount of disturbance to the wetlands?
Yeah, so a plan was actually already submitted to the Conservation Commission for the driveways for both these lots. And that plan was basically just to have this driveway side by side straddling the common lot line in order to meet the bylaw. So technically, each driveway would come from its own frontage and be contained on its own lot. In order to make that work, it would require over 4,000 square feet of filling. And when they filed with the Conservation Commission, they were concerned about, number one fact, it's in the flood zone. It'd have to be compensatory storage. There'd be more wetland replication required, a lot more disturbance in the wetland area and adjacent to the wetland area. And they did ask us to consider other alternatives as far as bringing the driveways further up. Unfortunately, there's no way to adjust the lot line because this is as close as we could get it in order to meet the minimum frontages. So that's why we came up with this plan. Minimizes the filling to only 415 square feet. It's also outside of the flood zone, and overall, there'll be significantly less disturbance within the area.
Now, what is the distance from Haywood Street to the two houses out back?
Let me see, I'll have to, give me a second to look that up. I did in your packet as well, I didn't get that yet, but Webby Engineering is doing a subdivision plan. And they just sent us the latest plans that were recently updated, so I gave that to you for your own information. I know last time there were some questions about the subdivision as well. I'm pulling up the plan profile that I give you the distances. So the roadway from Haywood Street, if you look at sheet 3 that I gave you, it's 462 feet to this point. So I would say it's about 200, so I would say about another 250, I would say. So I would say roughly about 750 feet to where the houses are located from Haywood Street.
So you want to make that whole thing a private way? Hilda Lane
The
is,
roadway itself?
which part of Hilda Way is going to be a private way?
Well, I think Hilda Lane in general will be a private way in itself, but the common driveway that we're proposing will be private and exclusive only to these two properties. So when this easement is created, the only rights within this easement will be for these two properties. It won't be for the other two lots in the subdivision.
So who maintains the road?
Well, we discussed that last time. We'll have to have a written agreement, which we'll submit prior to the next meeting on, it'll be like a covenant that goes with each lot. And each lot will be responsible for sharing the maintenance costs of the road.
Can you just refresh my memory again?
Yeah.
Why is that called a driveway and not a road?
Because technically, this is the roadway portion. The roadway approval comes under the subdivision control law. This is just a private driveway for both these lot owners.
But is it a private driveway from where the circle is going up or from Haywood Street?
Well, technically, the easement will start at the right-of-way line.
That's where the private,
Yeah.
that's where the
Yes.
private driveway begins.
Exactly, yeah, but all the lots in the subdivision have rights, obviously to access Hilda Lane.
So from Haywood Street to that area right there belongs to,
Well, the roadway typically will stay in the developer's name unless he transfers it over to an association. And I'm not exactly sure if that's been discussed yet with the planning board. But either way, it will most likely remain private unless the town decides to accept it in the future, which I don't know what their policy is for accepting private roads these days.
Mine's 20 years old, hasn't been accepted
Yeah,
yet, so.
okay, so I doubt it, especially in this particular case. And that may be something the planning board also conditions it based upon when they approve it, that it remains private.
At one time, I don't know if I heard it correctly or not, that the planning board wanted the road paved before anything else goes in there.
Correct, it is proposed to pave the road.
Yeah.
That is the current.
Is that
proposal.
your intention or not?
This driveway is proposed to be.
Not the driveway for the homes, but
Yes,
from Hayward Street to where the driveways begin.
yes, that's all paved, proposed to be paved. And that's indicated on the plan. It's good.
And the developer is paying for that, to take care of that?
Yes,
The roadway.
the roadway. Mhm.
Is there a reason why that driveway can't be turned into a road?
I just think that would be very convoluted, and I'm not, then it would fall into the whole subdivision process all over again. And I don't think we're willing to go backwards and do that at this
So
point.
you still have to go in front of the planning board?
It's still in front of the planning board,
Okay.
hopefully in its final review. But, the other issue is, at one point, you can see this dash line, that was the original approval. It crossed that stream in the wetland. The whole purpose of doing it this way was to avoid all of that. So,
But the driveway layout you have, it just has to be wider to make it a road, correct?
well, no, I wouldn't call it a road. We keep saying it's a road, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you made it a road, that way you wouldn't have a shared driveway. There's a reason why you can't do that.
Well, you'd have to have a 50-foot layout.
Yeah, you need 50-foot layout, it would change all the mathematical configurations of the lot. It just wouldn't make sense, to do this. That's why, we
But
reduce the number of
what
lots.
is it possible and keep that same layout?
I actually don't think it would be, anything is possible, but I don't think the town would approve having the roadway. It would have to be paved, it would have to be the same width going across here.
But if you keep the same layout and do the same crossing you have laid out on that, not straight
Yeah.
up, but keep that same,
Well, we couldn't do that, otherwise it would affect this lot here. We'd lose a lot to be able to make that happen. You're right, the roadway, it's possible the roadway could have been reconfigured, but then this lot.
what was it, you had an easement on that lot?
Yeah, as of right now, the person that owns this lot, it's not Scott, he's a co-applicant in the subdivision, is granting an easement to go across that lot.
So how wide is the driveway now?
We propose it at 16, we're going to increase it to 20 based on the fire chief's recommendation.
And what does the roadway have to be? 50, you said?
Well, the street layout is 50, but the actual roadway layout, pavement, edge to edge is 20, Scott, do you remember?
I think it's 24.
24 feet.
I can tell you, on the last sheet. Yeah, it's a 24 feet total. It's 22 feet with 1 foot Cape Cod berms on each side.
And that's the road.
That's the road itself, yeah, off of Haywood.
21 feet from the front.
So you want to,
I think we've got the fire department, which is one of the questions we had. We also talked about the paving in the street. That gets squared away. So we've got
Who is the existing?
some of
Oh,
the
the
questions that we got answered.
So how many feet is this?
so you want to continue it till next month?
This is 10?
Yes, for a full board.
Pretty close.
I think it's a little more than that.
We need a written
Yeah,
one.
I'd say 15.
On the
You see, this is purely.
This is,
You made just a motion?
yeah, this is already
Second.
the second time.
Yeah.
We had 3 of them.
Wow.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to continue this to the meeting
You
on,
want to make a motion to continue the next one?
yeah, what was it, February 10th, the next one?
Yeah.
So I'll make a motion to continue public hearing for petition, sorry.
But you still, we make a motion to continue, but you're still going in front of the planning board.
Yeah, and that is separate, like I said, we're meeting, but I don't know if we'll be done with that process by then. We certainly can update you with the minutes.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
Who wants to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to postpone the meeting until February 10th at 7 o'clock.
Second, third, fourth.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I
Would you
just-
like to say something?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Now, it's very confusing, private roads or, owned by the street. There just seems to be too many ifs with the private road. Is there a bond that would be held in case for some reason it didn't get finished?
That
It's
would
not
have
the
to,
first time in Halifax that a road didn't get finished by a contractor.
that would be,
I live on one.
You live on, right?
And it's been awful.
It's
Yep.
awful, right? And I don't want to deal with that. None of the others do. You know what I mean? I just,
that would have to be put by the planning board. It has nothing to do with
okay,
us.
yeah, it's hard to know
The
which
planning board
board to go
will,
through.
the
that.
planning board will set the rules for
I just feel that sharing a driveway to two driveways is a bad idea. I know they
So
have
what number is this?
someone
654?
that's going to buy it and it's a family-owned
Who bought
thing.
it?
But that doesn't mean it's going to
Just don't know
happen.
the
And
address.
it doesn't mean 5 years down the road, there's not going to be two
So over here will be
people
this septic.
not in the family and they don't like each other. And then you have another
Yeah, this
mess.
is the front here.
And to call the town to plow something
So
or
what,
whatever
what-
and take
what,
care of any
septic
problems,
is
whether
it?
it's flooding, that's a flooded area, our houses are flooded. The whole thing does not seem,
That is something.
very well prepared.
I would just suggest that you attend the planning board meeting.
Yes, I do.
Because
I've been
they'll
to
give
every
you more
meeting.
answers than we can because we don't have the authority to do that.
Okay,
The next planning board meeting, whatever it is,
Thursday,
yeah, then you can go over there and
And
voice your
bring
opinion,
these,
see what you want to do.
okay.
And they will, give you the direction on what they're going to do with the road.
It's about grade.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
So how long is the kennel for? So how long do you know you will that over?
Every 20 years. Yeah, every 20 years.
Is that small pen?
I won't be in the school here.
Thank you.
Yeah, but that's the direction
You will.
Next one is ZBA 24-4, is 66 Mount Ponce Street, application for a variance and a special permit to restrict a single-family residence. Would you like to read the petition, Tina?
The Halifax Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on Monday, January 13th, 2025, at 7 p.m. in the Board of Selectmen's meeting room in Halifax Town Hall, 499 Plymouth Street, Halifax, Mass. On the application submitted by Kostika Surbanan on behalf of Charles Callahan to reconstruct a single-family residence said to be located at 664 Monpont Street, Halifax, Mass. As shown on Assessor's Map 19, Parcel 547, Book 22226, page 310. Property is owned commercial/business. The Board of Appeals will consider variances and/or special permits from the following sections of the zoning bylaws and any additional zoning relief the board deems necessary. 167-8A, continuation of pre-existing non-conforming use. 167-11, rear setback of 40 feet, relief requested to 24. 167-11, front setback of 50 feet, relief requested to 21.7 feet.
Who's speaking to this?
He's the one around the building.
You want to step up here and
Yep.
tell us what you guys are trying to do?
So we want to tear down the existing, it's so close to the street, like 12 feet or so. Then we got to set back We have the plot plan, you guys have the plot plan?
Yes.
Danielle, do you have, oh, just Danielle have it?
You want it? Plot plan?
Yes, can we see one?
You want not to? Thank you.
Match this.
What is behind the house? Another house? What's behind the house? Another house? On this side, the Hanson side.
Friend
This
Hanson.
is the other house, you know,
The house.
this shed or something?
No, there's a shed over here, and the Hanson side is just a lane going through, and I don't know how far this,
Is that a house though?
I don't know. I never went back there, drove back there to find out.
That looks like 40 feet from here and 35 from here, it looks like.
It could be a house.
No, that's small.
No, that's small?
No,
Cottage maybe? I don't
that's
know.
somebody's shed.
A shed? I know there is a
You know, there's a
shed.
We figure out, you know,
What are these? These are on the property or no?
No.
No, just, this is
I
what
was
he's,
asking if that was a house or not,
Yeah.
but
this is where he wants to put it, yeah?
yeah, that's existing. That's where he wants to put it, so it's pushed back more.
So
So he's-
was he asking for a variance? He's asking for this variance?
no, for
For this
setback.
variance and that variance.
This is proposed, I don't know why they mark, this is, looks like demolition mark, right? Yeah, that's the demolition mark supposed to be.
This is the existing home right now?
Yeah,
And this is what you want to construct?
yes.
Okay, so you're taking this home down?
Yeah, the front, it's so close to the street.
You're taking this down
Yes,
and you're putting this up?
yes.
So he's decreasing the amount of non-conformity here, but increasing it in the back. But it's getting it off the
Is this
road.
the existing house?
Does the
Is
existing?
that it?
No.
All right, I'm trying to visualize it too.
You find it?
64.
You know how you type it in and it comes out close but not quite.
Hopefully you'll be able to
Let
look at it.
TV is hooked up with computer?
Who's running the computer?
Danielle,
Caesar?
Danielle,
Oh, she's downstairs?
she's at home.
Because if we can look at
This?
Mass Interactive and figure out whose
Yes.
property
Okay.
is this.
Yes.
X marks the spot.
X marks the spot, exactly.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
the property, yes.
Yeah, I don't even have a mouse for this, so I can't do much unless there's one in here. Hold on.
So the house is currently there?
The
Yeah,
house is still there, yes.
yeah. So if you look for this corner,
That's too
so
small.
what is this over here? Is it-
That's our house right there.
Oh, yeah, it looks like this one.
Here we go. What's the
No,
size of the
it's-
existing home?
look for that plot plan. Here is the street.
What is the size of the existing home?
No.
I can look it up too. I didn't know if you knew off the top of your head.
No, it's too close to the street, you're outside and back.
I thought it was 16 or 18. You can look at it.
Yeah, I'll look at this.
Tax bill.
Yeah, I'll just go to that line card.
Right there, that's the house.
Yeah.
So it would be this
There's
one.
2 levels there.
You saying this one? 35 Dwight Street.
This over here? I don't understand the line across everything.
That's probably the top.
Yeah, let's show them. You see,
664 is here.
we'll take that down.
Is that 664?
This is the house that's there right now.
Yes. So I think it's this, right? No, on this side. Actually, this. I think it's a shed there. There's no house. Maybe there or can be there.
I mean, you have enough room for the back.
What is this
The
scale?
septic system and everything else is blocking it.
This is
It's not
the,
this house, if we try to move it anywhere, this would be,
mhm.
that would help
My
out.
lot size is only
Yeah.
17,000 anyways. It's-
But the good part is it is getting the house back off the street.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of like right on the sidewalk.
Yeah, yeah.
This size over here should be like 18 by 18. That's-
This here?
Yeah.
So it's a shed here.
I guess it's shared because it cannot be a house 18 by 18. Would be a minimum unit. So this lot is 5,400 square feet?
So the existing house is 1614 per square feet.
16,
Yep.
16, okay. I was trying to remember from reading the tax bill. It was 16.
Well, there's so much information on these bills. And none of it makes much sense.
How much bigger is the house, the new house?
That's why I was asking, because I know we have limitations on that.
It's,
What is it?
We have limitations on how much bigger they can make it.
Yeah, but he said he's tearing this one down.
I'm not sure if they're out or not.
Wasn't the guy on Lake Street gonna tear it down and rebuild it too much bigger? Remember that guy? We saw him like 8 times.
Yeah, that's come down.
And this is,
Right?
what is he looking for a variance to?
He's considering this one here because this is going to be going.
That's what I'm
And the new construction is only 31.
Right.
He needs to be 50 feet.
Yeah. So that's why he's looking for the cedar. And then this, the side lot.
Because this is here non-conforming. Correct. He's got,
16, 15.
Could be that.
to
67-8.
improve the looks of the property.
This'll be
At least it's, you know.
like
question
10x
about
ones.
that. It looks like you'll probably be increasing the square foot probably by about
The
300 square feet.
footprint is the same.
The footprints on this house is the same as this?
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
should be.
It's
Yeah.
definitely not.
Like this, I asked the engineer to do. So we go only the second floor, we add some square footage. Or
So this house goes this way.
Danielle, is there
Oh, yeah.
anywhere on
Yeah.
that that says how
Oh,
large
okay,
that is?
okay. All right, that's
Yeah,
what the
that's
difference
right.
is. All right.
And,
Yeah.
and right there
So
is
square
the
foot
same.
wise, it's the same. Okay.
That's the same,
Yeah.
same size house here you're gonna put here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not increasing or decreasing?
No increase in
The
foundation.
same size house.
Same foundation, we put
The only variance you need is because of the front and the side.
Yes.
Now we got it.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you have plans for the house?
Yes, sir. There's a one page. So, I have one elevation, I have one more presentation.
Yeah, go through the kitchen and it's right down through there.
Do you have anything showing the dimensions of what the floor plan?
You're being what we did, as we don't have a physical copy of this stuff.
So you cannot log in?
You there, Danielle?
Huh?
They should be able to pull it up if they,
Yeah, my audio is a little choppy right now, so I can't really hear what you're saying.
Do you have any other pictures of the house, like the floor plan?
Or foundation plan?
With sizing on it?
With what on it, sizing? second?
Yeah, with dimensions.
I'm trying to see if I can get off of here and go into open up. Hold on just 1 second.
Okay.
This is going to be a second-story building, right?
Yes.
It's the same as the other one, or no?
The other one was 2 stories.
Yeah, it's the second floor, right?
Yes.
But it's probably in the attic, right? It's like 1.5 story, right?
Yeah, it's 1.5.
It's 1.5 story now.
The other one was a 2-story or 1.5?
1.5.
Oh, this is
according to the.
I wanted the existing one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's got a second floor, but I don't know if it goes across the whole
It does
Yeah,
not.
it's 1.5 story.
1.5.
Yeah.
Yep. So it says continuation.
The only dimension is the height of the house itself.
Yeah, they don't have this on the building department ask for that. In the contact, the guy or around, he just for like that, usually come in different way, the dimensions.
Sure.
You can't increase or create any additional floor area. Like, I don't know how else. Anyone have a scale in their car?
For what?
Look for Jeff, you don't find nothing? Then
I can't get into that immediately.
Caesar have a ruler, what do you think? Do you think Caesar has a ruler?
I think she said.
Caesar, I walk that way. I don't always.
Is she downstairs?
No.
64. That's the one. But okay, I think. Oh, this is the plot plan.
Should I do a makeshift scale?
Yeah,
No, I have
the plot plan is on scale. This one is on scale. But you remember, Jeff, you have the foundation plan there too? Should be one more PDF or something. Usually you put all in one.
And then they ask for the height on the elevation.
Give me 1 more second. I'm just gonna look on 1 more spot.
I got a copy of the plan.
The door's probably 3 feet,
In my truck, I think I got a copy of what you gave.
but I'm just looking at this. That's 30'3", right? They're probably 26 wide. Can we just do the door?
Can you fit 10 doors on there?
Let's see.
That's 3 feet.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Very technical here. Oh, yeah.
Got to make it work, right? Get all that school in, so it's got to pay for itself sometime.
These are the only 2 files that I have, even in OpenGov. There's nothing else on there for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
We only get that 7 maybe.
It might be on a different,
You want to get my truck?
Different permit?
yeah, if she's looking at the zoning application, I think that one was only uploaded demo or the new construction. It should
The
be
building
there.
department, right?
26 feet. 26 feet. Probably
She's
about
from building or from
36.
zoning? Probably from zoning, right? Charlie, go get that set of plan, maybe I have it there.
Okay.
No, I'm assuming this is just a garage.
Is that a garage?
Is
or
this
a
portion a
family?
garage or family room?
No, it's not garage, it's a family room.
Okay. It's bigger.
No?
If we scale this out,
Yeah.
this is 54
Yeah,
feet long by
probably.
27 feet wide.
Yeah, but you're,
But even if we
but
did
that's
just
not gonna be the 27 feet wide.
this,
Yeah. It's the bottom of that picture.
okay.
It's smaller.
All right, so the base then, so we'll do the 27
I think
by
it's 30.
33. It definitely,
Height?
It's 34, 36.
this is 30 foot right here. So it's 30, let's say
So what's the
30.
size of the main house? 34 by 26.
Okay.
I think in plot plan you can figure out, because we go by the plot plan. In the plot plan, figure out if you want to measure the existing. This is the existing, so this wall over here should be this. This over here is more square, is not that angle. And this wall over here should be over here, is high in the same direction, or it's up high a little bit, because it's on the over. This walls, if you verify this one, it's in scale for sure. It's, I think it's 1 inch, Jeff?
Is 20 feet on the, if you're looking at the plot plan.
So 84 each floor. And that's before you add this on.
It might be the footprint. So you add that, we have 24.
This is 24 feet.
20 feet.
Oh, sorry. We don't need people to know.
500 square feet.
Fifteen, 18, 21. So it's 24 by 20, that's it. 480.
Is that the dimensions over there?
That's larger.
This all will have?
Yes, very much so. We're not too bad with our little makeshift.
It was close.
You figured it out?
Figure out by
Yeah.
customs.
Yeah. So it was 10
Never
o'clock.
argue with this woman.
No. Did my husband talk to you? So it's 342. The new home's 2,110 square feet. So that in and of itself is a problem with the zoning law, because you have to be the same size
Same size as the other house.
as the existing. Mhm.
Exactly same size?
Yes, you cannot be bigger.
So what is it, a footprint or a living area? Figure for living area, for 2 floors.
He's pushing it from the street further back a little bit.
This giving of this? Giving of this?
342.
So
Too big?
if we take this out, it will be 1716. How much was this? How many square feet?
16 something, I think.
So upper story finish is 2, base area 16, enclosed porch 18, gross entry is at 19, about roughly 2,000. And what are you saying, 21?
So this one, 2 floors,
It's listed
should
as
be 1716.
That's what it says.
The new house?
Yeah.
And what was the old house?
1614.
So only this house shows 1716, 2 floors, right?
It's 884 times 2, so. $1,768, and your current home is 1614.
I do 26 with that.
It's right over here. It's right here. Roll this up.
So this one is 13, this 13.
26 times 34.
Oh, you have 36 there. I go on 33. What about if we go with 32? 32 times 26, I like the 26. Compare rooms.
It's 1664, so by 50. And that doesn't include the bump. Yeah, and that does not include the bump out
We
here.
can no strip wall, we do just overhang porch.
I don't make the rules. I'm just saying.
We need a plot plan that says what the house is going to be, what the measurements of the house, what it's going to be.
Yeah.
We can't just vote on something that, you know, the old one is
The problem is
smaller than...
this next meeting.
What's that?
It's a month.
Huh?
February 10th.
February 10th.
It is what it is. You have to
We
conform with
need,
the
we
zoning
need the
bylaws.
exact measurements so we can vote on it. Other than that, we're just saying something to you. Just give us the regular measurements, the new house.
So
what
the
it's gonna-
house is, even though it's on the same footprint, it can't be any larger than the original house?
If you want the house to be the same exact thing as the old one, we need the exact measurements of the new house so we can vote on it.
It's not the same footprint though, because
I mean-
otherwise it would be 1614.
So that's what I'm asking, the new
Because
house.
it's full second floor over there. That's the reason.
They have a second floor on this
The
one too.
footprint, Joe Webby, when I say so, we do it exactly how I say, the plot plan. But this one is correct. But because the second floor, that from there coming the square footage, that is 1.5 story, so a lot of council space.
Yeah, well, you want the footprint of the house, the first floor footprint,
They have
Yeah,
basic
what that
rates
is, you know.
14.
The second floor doesn't, it's not that it doesn't matter, it does matter, but we need the footprint of the house. You want to make it the same exact footprints as this, we need the measurements for this one, exact measurements.
It may be, but their second floor is throwing them over.
Yeah, their second floor is only a half story on their existing
But
home.
when you measure, when you're doing the footprints of the house, don't you do the first floor?
That they have
Then
the
you
first
multiply
floor.
it by 2, right?
Well, that in this case, yes, because it's livable, but in this case, on the assessor's line card, we have 1406 on the first floor and 208 on the second floor.
Yeah, because they're not using the whole full second floor.
Right.
It's an attic.
Yeah, now on the new one, you're using the whole,
Yeah,
the whole.
exactly.
So you would have to have a smaller footprint to have the same number of square feet to satisfy the zoning law.
Just,
I can make it
Just
smaller now, but invest in the plans.
yeah, just to satisfy the zoning board so we can vote on it, we can,
Yeah,
so you won't get in trouble, we won't get in trouble.
yes.
So, you need a permit and
Yeah,
we need to know what the exact measurements is and all that.
yeah.
So 1614 livable area is what you're going for.
1,614 square.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, it would be more, because you said the second floor,
No, that's,
it
you
didn't
have to do
matter.
the same
It's
size.
because
It's no matter in one direction, but matter in other direction, because
Oh.
you cannot do bigger than
What's
square
existing.
footage existing.
You guys have to figure out among yourself what you want the house to look like.
So no matter what we want, it's gotta be 1614,
Yeah.
if we can configure something to that.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta bring us a plan that says that this is the house that we're building, 1614, and we say, okay, that's your house, you know, and,
Yeah, and
That's very easy. I
we
can
know
look
you
at
have a
tomorrow, but the
non-conforming
meeting
lot.
is far away.
you know, we're sorry about that, you know, we have to vote on something.
Every 2 weeks,
What's
No,
that?
once a month.
once a month.
Once a month. They don't pay us for 2 weeks.
Yes, for a month.
Charlie will pay you if you best come back.
Especially where it's an
All
unconforming
the,
lot.
all the board. We have to do it.
There you go.
It's okay.
This is-
Thanks, Howard.
Make a motion to continue this till the next meeting, February 10th at 7:15.
Second.
You want to make a motion? We're making a motion.
I'll second it, yep.
All in favor?
You did?
Yes.
All in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
So we,
I don't know what we have, like, what's ours, what's yours, so take whatever you need.
The next one, we have a good paper. Now I know what to do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
thank you very much, appreciate all you have.
No,
Thank you very much, guys.
have a good
You
night.
know that that was from the assessors, so that's the number that we're going by.
Yeah,
16.
1614 is what's on your assessor's line card.
Yeah, tomorrow I modify everything.
Okay. Thank you. Hi.
Hi,
What can we do for you?
I'm James Cronin. I'm here for the alternate position, interview, or whatever you guys call it.
Okay.
I have a question about that last one. Since they're tearing down the complete house and they're building a new house, why couldn't they go bigger? Because of the septic or what? I mean,
No,
Zoning
it's a-
bylaw.
It's a non-conforming lot. You need to have 40,000 square feet.
Yeah,
This only has like 18,000.
gotcha.
So
Okay.
that's the real problem with it, you know? I mean, hey, I'd love to approve it, because
Right,
it's
yeah, I
only
know.
going to improve the area.
But I didn't hit the lot size, makes sense. now.
Yeah, but
The
then
lot
you'd be
size
like-
is the problem, yeah.
The Weymouth Landing size lawn.
And why would you want to be on this board?
Now that you've seen all this.
I've only been in Halifax about 2 years. We moved back from Florida just a couple years ago. My grandchildren are up here, so the FaceTime and Skype wasn't working. But me and my wife are originally from Massachusetts. I retired from federal law enforcement, so we kind of bounced around a lot and we settled in Halifax. And from day one, when I walked into this building, compared to going to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Boston, people in this building were just so friendly. It's very nice. I mean, for a small town, everybody treated us fantastic. And I just wanted to get involved in the town. I know we had that big meeting back in December about the MBTA. I know that was a big issue, and I know Kingston approved it and a couple others, but we'll have to wait and see for that. But I just want to get involved in the town, and I filled out one of those applications, the talent sheets, and I put a couple different things, and Danielle, is it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, called me for this one, and the first time I was supposed to come, I had the flu, unfortunately, and then, so I showed up today. I just want to get involved and, have a say in what goes on in our nice community here, I guess. I'm not a builder, so I don't know a lot about, I don't know if that's a prerequisite, a builder, or, I mean, I can look at the plans like you guys did, but I'm not I don't know all
They
about.
all come from different
Yeah,
backgrounds.
we all bring our own little special sauce to the meeting.
It's just that, you learn what the zoning rules are, and then from that there, you just, you apply it to the drawings.
So they go to the zoning board first, and if they don't get approved, they come to,
We're trying to get that squared away as to the process that goes through, but normally it's the planning board. If you're going to do something that you're going to build on, you apply to the building department for a permit.
okay,
And then the building department, who's the enforcer for the zoning bylaws, you'll notice that there's a violation that you have.
okay.
And then they'll send you to us to look at it, and then we'll look at it. And there's a lot of reasons that can happen. I mean, it could be the topography of the land, and you have to put it in a certain location.
Sure.
And, a lot of times we'll do a site visit, because the site visits really tell you what's going on.
Right,
When you look
right.
at it, if it's not really obvious on the drawing.
Yeah, it's better to see an actual thing in person, yeah.
I mean, I think we try our best to help out the citizens to do what they want.
Sure, yeah.
But what we try and do, you can't overlook what the rules are.
Right.
Because then it just opens a Pandora's box as far as that goes. But we do have some leeway when we look at the topography, land hardship, and everything else on it. And we take that to help the residents do what they want to do.
This board's the final say, though, if say one of these tonight, you guys just denied it, they're done, that's it? They
They've
can't-
done it 2 years to come back again. And
2 years?
Yeah.
They can withdraw without
You
prejudice.
saw a prime example here tonight that they didn't have their facts.
Not like the first one.
Yeah.
Well, the first one's been at it for about 8
The
years,
second one,
Excuse me, 8 years?
right? About 8 years,
What
the
if they're
first one?
trying to do
yeah,
different
the
things?
first
to
one,
the
the
property?
first one has
8
been,
years?
He said all different kinds of configurations that he's looking for.
Oh, okay.
And
he's gone through, he has to build a road.
Yeah,
to get
I
there,
heard you guys did.
And there's
yeah.
people on either side of that road, and the second one, he doesn't have, they don't have the right measurements of the building.
Right.
And they're trying to get a variance. The variance is hard to get. You gotta have a hardship and all that stuff. And you send them back to get the proper measurements. We can't just vote on anything.
Sure.
You have to vote on the right thing that's presented in front of you. If it doesn't fit our, the bylaws, then
Now, one other woman had an issue with roads not being completed someplace else or whatever, so she's concerned about that too. So
that's up to,
She
that
absolutely
goes
should
to
be.
the planning board.
Yeah,
a lot of the residents don't realize what boards can do what.
right.
But they'll come here and they'll make their complaints, so at least we acknowledge them and tell them where they have to go to present it, because we can't vote on that.
We
Right.
try to help them out. We try to help them out
We
as
do.
best as we can.
Okay.
We can't tell them you have to do this, you have to, they have to go through the other boards first, then they come here, then if it doesn't go, it doesn't go. If it goes, it's a,
Okay.
yeah.
And that made sense when you said to have 5 for the vote, too.
Yeah, like if one of us votes no, the
That's
thing's dead in the water.
right.
We give them the option. You have an option. The first one wanted to come back when we have.
Well, 8 years, what's another month?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Now, you'll be available once a month, we only meet once a month.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, we don't really
I'm
get
retired now,
everyone
so-
very
okay.
often.
Yeah.
The selectman's gonna have to appoint them, right?
Oh, yeah. We just make.
Yeah, we'll recommend you to the selectmen, and they will,
Then I meet with them, or?
once we we'll give them the recommendation, that,
Okay.
and then you go down there and they give you,
They'll let you know that your name will come up at whatever date that they're going to meet.
Okay.
And then you just attend there and you're going to basically explain to them what
Same
you're
thing.
explaining to us. yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think it's for an alternate, right? You don't have a seat right now. I think it's for an
We've
alternate.
had an opening seat for about, I don't know, I've been on the board
As long as
for
I've
10
been
years,
around.
so we've always had one open seat that no one seemed to want to apply
Yeah,
for.
well, I think there was somebody else supposed to be here tonight, but it doesn't look like that.
Yeah, no, we got a report that they weren't coming tonight,
Oh,
so
okay.
we don't know, yeah.
if there's 4 of us here, then you're the alternate, you get the vote.
Okay.
Yeah, everything you vote is permanent, that's
But even if
fine.
there's 5 members here, you sit in, you can still ask questions.
Oh, yeah.
And you ask,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Point and-
that's how we
You're not
learn.
just, you don't just sit there, you can ask
We
questions.
can ask questions since you're part of the board.
So we all came on this board like an alternate, or, we're all the same thing that you're coming on this board for.
And you're the chairperson?
Yes,
Yeah.
and he's the
I
vice.
figured you were in the center, so.
No, they take a shot at you.
We voted for him when he wasn't here.
Yeah, great, but that's kind of it. I just want to get involved. It's a great community, I love.
It's a nice town.
Kind of almost on the Kingston, I guess, Pembroke line, because my daughter lives in Pembroke by Silver Lakes Middle School back over there, but we live off of Oak Street, Dartmouth Street.
Yeah.
So it's nice, about an acre piece of property there, and it's nice and quiet. So we enjoy it.
It is a nice town. It's a quiet town.
Yeah, very quiet. That's why I'm glad, because that building for that MBTA probably would have been over in our area,
Yeah.
because that's where the station is.
Don't
So
count your chickens yet.
yeah,
I was on that committee to help find the land, and the land is unbuildable.
is it really?
It is, they may be able to put 50 units over there, But
Where was it with the?
it's over by the train station.
By the train station,
Twin Lakes, where the condos are.
Yeah, I know
It's
exactly.
all, a lot of land that's in back of there.
Oh, my goodness.
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of wetlands. It's
Oh, but
really
they're building on the
unbuildable.
wetlands up in Gloucester.
Huh?
They're letting them build on the wetlands up in Gloucester.
I thought all the stuff was like protected, those wetlands, no?
Not when Miss Healy needs her people.
I mean, my biggest concern with the state, because the state has already, the court's already said you can do what you want to the, they can sue. They
It's
can
almost
do-
like they're strong arm in the state, kind of,
They definitely, yeah, I mean,
to me, it seemed like it.
our reps, no one wants the state to tell us what to do, but our reps, they've had 2 years to put a bill up to say, let's change this, because not all towns are good for it. None of them are doing it.
Right, yeah.
So the end result is the reps aren't going to do anything. The court is for them. To me, the next step would be, okay, you don't want to do it, but we're going to tell you where you're going to put it. And then they just came in like,
I don't know.
domain is going to go right here.
I think we're going to have a lot of federal intervention in the state very soon.
I don't think it's going to go that way. There's going to be arguments back and forth, but the state's going to win out.
I don't think Governor Healy's up on the incoming president's high list.
No, there's a lot of
The
things. nobody
states
likes.
want, they want to enforce their laws, they're going to do it one way or the other.
Yeah.
And we're going to try to fight it as much as we can to keep our town the way it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Great town, great town. Great people, everybody I've met so far. Compared to the big cities where I've been,
Yeah.
you know.
The other thing is, we don't always vote the same, we all have different
Sure.
opinions.
Everybody's
But everybody respects everyone else as far as, hey, you see it your way, we see it our way, and hey, you vote, and whatever the vote is, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's why you have to have the board, right? I mean, everybody has their opinion.
Yeah.
Do you usually have something every month, though? Is there usually something on it every month?
I feel like
Most part, yeah.
once in a while we'll get a gimme and we get to go home in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's funny, I mean, we can go for a stretch like 6 months where we're here till 10 o'clock at night with
Wow.
doing all it, and then lately we've been having just 1, 2,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Well, I think that now that they're
Well, a lot of
changing the
the
ADU law,
laws changed.
Yeah.
we're going to see a lot less.
Yeah, a lot of the laws changed. Like before, we used to have in-law apartments.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
We'd have to vote on in-law apartments, and now they changed it that if you want to put an addition on your house to put your in-laws in, you can. You don't have to come in front of the
It's an
zoning board.
accessory apartment,
Yeah.
and now you can do it by right.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And now you can use it for, if the in-laws move out, you can use it for
A rental?
income
Yeah.
producing.
Yeah. I think, the max was like 850 square feet.
Yeah, something around there.
Yeah.
That's the biggest you can build.
That's a nice in-law apartment, though.
Oh, yeah.
There's plenty.
I mean, for two people, 800 square feet is
Sure.
plenty.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyone can, as long as you get the room,
Sure,
like an
yeah.
acre, you can put that in there and you meet the zoning, the setbacks. You can put
Same thing with garages you have to do?
garages, we have, I think
900
it's 80,
square feet.
900 feet.
900
Yeah,
square feet, 30 by 30.
30 by 30 is what you
Because
can,
we're getting ready to build one.
yeah.
We've had quite a few oversized.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
All over town, yeah. So that's.
Ours would just be a normal two-car garage.
People have like boats and there were cars and they have antique
yeah.
cars, they want to put them.
Living in Florida, I don't know if you guys have been down there, but there's a lot of HOAs down in Florida, and there's a board, for all these HO homeowners, and they can be rough sometimes. I mean, I was still working, I lived in a 55-plus community at the time, and we're still working. If your trash barrel's out there after 6 at night, you're getting a letter on your door. I don't even get home until after 6 o'clock. But these other retirees that are in these HOAs, they're just watching, they get the binoculars, waiting to see who didn't pick up their trash yet, or if your roof's dirty, or whatever the case may be. They can be rough, some of those HOAs.
Yeah, I think my mother-in-law got a fine because her Halloween flag was out until Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Because it's her second house.
Yeah. They're crazy about that.
They are.
They try to stop people from flying the American flag. And, that's a Supreme Court decision now that they can't stop.
Yeah.
HOAs cannot stop you from flying that American flag.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of them can be rough, and it's a lot of those, especially the 55-plus ones, are like soap operas. You go to the board meetings, it's God, the things they
Like
talk
pay and
about.
play.
It blows your mind. Blows your mind. But anyways, yeah, anything else do you need?
No,
that's
as long as you're willing to serve.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be good. Looks, you guys are not, there's one other person or two?
Two.
Names?
It's two.
Oh,
There's
okay.
2 other persons, yeah. Yeah. One of them's a principal for, was it South? Plymouth South?
Yeah.
Oh, really, principal, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, occasionally, I'm sure he has other things that are thrown at him.
He has
with
young
lots of
kids.
I can
things.
imagine, yeah.
Yeah, so it's tough in that, yeah, but Peter's excellent, he's a good guy. Yeah.
There's a lot of school meetings, right? A lot of cars over at the school over there tonight.
Basketball.
The basketball.
Oh, is it basketball? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it probably wasn't for school committee.
Oh.
It's an active town for sports and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
that is always a good take in. It's the sixth graders, and I mean, it's great to see the kids out there. And
You said you came from a game, right? Did I hear you say?
Yeah, basketball game.
Oh, that's
I was
right.
all there before the meeting.
Oh, okay.
Not my
Yeah.
game, but.
Yeah, my grandson's 8, so he plays the flag football. He just started actually doing jiu-jitsu. His mom and dad they gave him like a free one to see if he liked it. He loved it. So now he's on his 3rd time, so I take him Tuesdays and Thursdays to go in Hanover. But yeah, it's good discipline for kids too, I think, you know? I mean,
You gotta keep
the way
them active.
bullying is nowadays and stuff, but they teach, self-discipline, but, somebody starts doing something, he can at least protect himself. I hate to think like that, but coming with my background, it's the world we
Exactly,
live in
yeah.
nowadays.
Kids need something to do before they get into trouble. You put them in sports and they,
Exactly.
Yeah.
other than that, an idle mind is a haven for the devil.
Yeah.
I mean, girls softball, I think, is fantastic.
What is that, I'm sorry?
Girls softball? I mean, you have
They
the
play
biggest
indoor.
tournament in New England, I think.
Yeah. Pretty close.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
In the summer.
Cross is big too for girls.
Yeah, well, we have a tournament here on the first weekend of August, and we usually get about 46 teams.
46 teams?
46
Wow.
teams for the weekend.
Oh, I don't know if I was talking to the girls downstairs one time about that. It was coming up, it was this past summer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summer Smash.
It's a big thing for Halifax. It's been going on
Yeah,
for,
and it's great for community service for the high schoolers and everything.
yeah.
Good stuff.
I still have a lot to learn about Halifax, but, yeah.
It's an old-
Join the pages, you'll entertain yourself.
Is there much room to building, or is there any new subdivisions like getting ready to pop up, or is Halifax kind of built out as for lack of?
I think a lot of it is.
I think
built out.
There's a lot of wetlands.
Yeah.
And it was an agricultural community a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we also have, our base really doesn't want much business to come in.
Then what, I'm sorry?
A lot of business to come in.
Oh, right,
They
yeah.
definitely fight it and then wonder why the taxes are high.
Look at Pembroke. I think Pembroke overbuilt so quickly that it's just, they built so fast. They have problems with the water pressure. My daughter, the different thing. I don't know if anybody lives in Pembroke, but
Don't burn up water.
Yeah, to bring the water here.
That's a lot of the problem of these little small towns. They don't have the water and all that stuff to have these big communities in here. They wanted to put that thing at the train station. They wanted to do 850 units. Imagine the water they're going to spill out every day.
Exactly.
It's a lot of water. To put a burden on this town like that, and that's not
or the
that.
highway department, or the street, all that stuff puts the strain on everything. I met with the highway guy over there, and I guess they cut his budget. He just has a lot. It's just not enough man hours and money to do everything.
Yeah, I think
Especially with the cost of everything nowadays too, as we all know. If you've done any home stuff, I mean, you go to Lowe's or Home Depot. But
You get brown water in your
I don't. I must be on a good well.
a lot of people complaining about.
we don't
I
have
think-
it open wide.
I think it's along the main strip here.
Oh.
Is where they get
My
it.
daughter lives over here on the by the lake.
Yeah.
She goes every 2 weeks. She gets like a brown water. I said, well,
Yeah, I think-
Only
I think
time
the
I've
biggest
ever-
problem with the lakes is the size pipes being,
Yeah.
that they're too small.
I feel like the only
Sure,
time
this
I've
might be
ever
pretty
gotten
old,
even
yeah.
a
Yeah,
twinge
well,
is
it
when
used to
they
be just
touch the hydrants.
some cottages.
I said, only time I've
And
ever
then
even
when
gotten
they
a
turn them into
twinge
regular
of discolored
homes,
water when people
And the
flush the
water lines
hydrants.
haven't been changed.
Yeah, it wasn't built for that.
We had one lady down here that they were gonna put a new bathroom in one of the houses. And people on the street saying, if you put a new bathroom in, we won't have any water, because we live beyond you.
Oh, right, yeah.
If everybody takes a shower, we won't have any water. So-
Makes sense, because like you say, it was built for cottages,
Oh, yeah,
right?
exactly.
Summer cottages.
yeah, most of the houses on Lincoln Street, the street here and all that, they were all cottages.
Right, that's what Joe was saying, yeah.
Just punch it where it's.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to meet you. Well,
Yeah, nice meeting you all.
We'll put your name in with the selectmen and we'll go from there.
Okay, great. So we just wait to hear from, I guess,
Yeah.
from Danielle or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
I thought it was gonna get drilled harder than that.
Well, it's good to watch a couple of meetings.
Yeah.
Then you get a feel for, what's going on. And
What you're in for.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, both tonight, though, they seem very cordial. I'm sure you get some that get really upset, I assume, sometimes.
You
right?
get a lot of contentious people that want to.
Yeah. But what a difference the first guy who was an engineer, of course, compared to the second who was just, I shouldn't say just say, but the builder, one was squared away, more than the other. But
You try to direct them the right way to go and get what they need and come back, and you don't make it hard for them, you make it comfortable so they can understand what's going
right,
on.
and explain it to them. I mean, how can you make a decision with no dimensions for a brand new home? I mean,
And each one of the members of the board, we have a little different strong points in every one of us.
have you all been on the board a long time?
Yeah.
Everybody here? Yeah.
I think we've all been at least through COVID.
So what's it, COVID?
And I know, yeah,
Wow.
we definitely made it through that.
5 years, going on 5 years. I can't believe it's been 5 years already, almost 5 years. March of 2020, I guess it really started April, March. April 2020. All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Coming in.
Have a good
Yep.
day.
Nice meeting you all.
Nice meeting you
Good to
too.
see you again. Take care.
Do we have any bills we have to pay? Yeah.
We get the meeting. What's that?
Bills?
Bills, yes.
Lots of bills.
Yeah, sign it.
I had a meeting before this, I'm meeting out. I knew that wasn't the same size.
Well, it's basically the same floor. Second floor.
We had one other person that was here for
Yeah, last time.
the last time. He seemed to be pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Who's that there? Trying to just have to look at some of these. 40 years. Okay, I think it was this guy, David Fryer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
he's
think
pretty
he was here
good.
for 40 years. He's got his name in for a couple of different positions in the town, too. He seemed to
He
be-
was on the planning board a long time.
That's what he said. He was on the planning board, yeah. And he just looked like he wanted to come back for something else. This guy seems to be pretty good as far as his ideas and everything else. So yeah. Let me get the bill out of the way here. We have one bill, and I'll make a meeting,
Yeah. Motion?
a motion to pay the Express newspaper bill for $90.
Who seconded it?
All in favor?
Yes.
Aye. Okay, so that
Well, meeting minutes of December 9th, 2024.
Geez, that appears to be a short meeting. I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from
We have a
December
meeting.
9th.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
We already discussed this guy, right? Conan?
So do we want to take a vote to,
Yeah, so we have the two.
yeah?
You recommend this guy to the zone, to the,
Well, this guy or the other guy, or even if we do both, how would,
one of them's gonna take one, or the other, We can recommend both of them to selectmen, they can do
They can,
they can do whatever they want, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
All right,
Okay.
we leave that in Danielle's packet and tell her we recommend those two people and,
Okay,
Just like me to vote them this
we need to
time.
vote for this year, or?
Do we?
No, we just recommend.
recommend, okay.
Recommend them. Anybody want to make a motion to recommend those two people?
All right, I'll make a motion to recommend James Cronin and David Fryer to meet with the selectmen.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
All in favor?
Aye.
Let's go home.